This is Black Scott.
This is Love Jade.
And we are He Said, She Said, a podcast where we unpack current and controversial topics concerning
men, women, and the roller coaster that is our relationships with one another.
Look out for new episodes dropping every Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific.
Tune in wherever you listen to podcasts.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you here and now. I'll just put it out there. I do have a healthy or an unhealthy relationship with McDonald's and donuts. It's like the booty call of foods for me. Like, it's like, I never had McDonald's no earlier than 11 p.m. or donuts.
Personally, McDonald's is like that ex that I just never go back to. Like, you know what?
Really?
You hurt me too many times and I got to go for good.
You know,
and
your worth.
I never want to look back.
I don't.
Sometimes.
While your stomach's empty, mine's full.
Period. I mean, seriously, because you know what? McDonald's got me sick multiple times. Like, I'm not saying the food was bad. I'm just saying it didn't agree with my body. Like, right. I got very bloated and TMI, but just gassy. And it was just like, it happened multiple times. And my stomach was cutting up. Not that gas that comes out. Well, I do have IBS, but that's why my stomach was cutting up with McDonald's. IBS cuts up for a reason, you know? So McDonald's is like, I don't know why, but the last like 3 times I just had a chicken sandwich. That's it. The last 3 times, chicken sandwich and fries. And that was like years ago when I was in college, but I was like, no, I can't do it. After the 3rd time, I just couldn't do it. And it wasn't, that's what I was going to say. It wasn't that gas that like comes out. It was like the gas is like trapped in your stomach and it's like cramping.
That bubble gas is
No, not that. Just like the gas is like trapped. And it feels like your stomach, you have like cramp in your stomach.
About to blow up.
Yeah, it feels like you have a cramp in your stomach, but it never comes out. Yeah. So anyway, that's why I can't do that. But I feel like a lot of these companies, you were saying they don't put a lot of meat anymore, and like the Subway sandwiches.
Have you seen
the
TikToks and the Taco Bells?
Taco Bells.
Subway is, but not Taco Bell. Nah.
I think it's because they got caught up with the whole soy scandal. When people were saying their meat was just soy, which I think it was. So I feel like now they switched back. Now that they switched to real meat, they have to put a little bit in it, right?
Right, and then
it's expensive.
Instead of it being 100% soy, it's 10% meat, 90% soy.
And have you noticed that their prices have gone up like since a few years ago? I'm like, your Taco Bell,
and the
relax.
quality has not gone up.
Right, you're giving Taco Bell,
especially for the meat.
This
like,
is
bro,
Taco
I came
Bell
here for the crunchy wrap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Don't even. And here's the thing that confuses me, like with McDonald's, all them. Why do you put anything else on the menu besides what's on a $1 menu? Because that's what we come to get. Yeah. And it's not even a $1 menu no more. It's 2 for $3, 4 for $5.
You'll be ordering
3
that
for 15.
Tell me why I was at Jack in the Box the other day, and it was like.
So I got a full meal.
No, okay. So they have the sign on the menu board at the drive-thru saying some of our menu number options have changed. So before you order, make sure you check to make sure you're ordering the right thing.
Make sure you put the information out there.
No, but who goes to Jack in the Box and says, "I want a number 3"? What?
But that's what they were saying. 2 taco joints, bro.
But that's what they were saying. They changed their number options. So if you say number 3, it might not be your number 3 no more.
That's the most irrelevant statement I've ever heard, bro. Show me the $1 menu. Where the 2 tacos at?
But somebody's out here ordering it for them to have to say it.
Literally, it probably was a Karen who just decided to complain about something.
Because I'm like, who's ordering like the combos?
Never. Not from Jack in the Box, Taco Bell. I've never ordered an actual meal, like a number meal. Yeah. I go straight to where's the 2 for $3, 4 for $4, 1 for $2.
Yep, I
5
stay on
for
the $1 menu.
Whatever it is. And here's the thing, it's not even the $1 menu no more. First it was $1 menu, then it became the value menu. Now it's a deal menu.
Exactly.
It just gets worse and worse every year, and I still go back.
Man, I feel like, if they're upping the prices of fast food, like, is it now an appropriate date spot?
Here's my thing. Listen, McDonald's not cheap no more. You take a girl out before, I'm going to take you out for the $1 menu. Listen, now it's a value. Now it's a deal.
I'm giving you value, baby.
A value, baby. Come on now. It's hard for people out here in the street.
Living in LA, to build. No rent control. You got to live with 2 and 3 roommates.
Listen, we go ahead we can make magic with this 2 for $3. Get the little $1 iced tea, which my friend told me he worked at McDonald's. Straight sugar, they dump it straight in the thing. God. That's why I told you.
Like that's what they do.
Me and a friend went out to eat. But we don't want to pay for the expensive $12 drinks. Went to across the street to Schmacky D's, right? Mm-hmm. To get the little $1 joint. This man got the $1 iced tea. I got the lemonade because I wasn't really feeling iced tea. This man literally never got hydrated. Still thirsty.
I think
there's no hydration, no water molecules in that $1 iced tea. That's how they get you. Straight sugar in there.
God, dehydrating you slowly, man.
Like that. You ever saw Constantine? That movie with Keanu Reeves, he fights demons.
No, I've heard of it. I haven't really seen it all the way through.
You probably walked in the scene where there's a dude. I guess he got cursed. He sold his soul and broke the deal, whatever the case was, and he was trying to run from the whoever trying to collect the soul, right? Mm-hmm. So, and he was an alcoholic. So when he was facing problems, he drinks alcohol. Mm-hmm. So since he was about to, demon was about to come and collect, right? He was like panicking, and so he's gonna go drink. That was the first thing he did. That's a sin. But here's the thing: he went to the gas station, cracked open a bottle of alcohol, drunk it, nothing. Drunk the whole thing, nothing. It's like it disappeared. Mm-hmm. Did the same thing with like 5 bottles, right? No hydration. But in reality, he was actually drinking it, and he died.
Oh, so he's drinking so much alcohol.
Yeah, but he didn't feel like satiated or anything. I guess it's like a mind trick that the demon was playing on this dude. So he drank like 10 bottles in reality and was like overdosing on, or not overdosing, like killing himself on alcohol poisoning. Sounds like an interesting film. Might have to check it out. Yeah, but it all goes to show you that's what you're doing when you're drinking the iced tea from McDonald's. You're drinking all this.
It tastes
no satisfaction.
So bomb, like it does have that much
right.
Sugar.
And then reality, like you're over here about to get sugar poisoning, stage 5 diabetes.
Right, trying to
get a drink.
Feel like quench your
thirst. Yeah, trying to quench the thirst, and that's how they get you. And so that's why I don't mess with the $1 drink.
Man.
But now McDonald's is and have you seen these upgraded McDonald's franchises? These
yes, and the menu is looking spectacular
with the black M.
Yes, like the design. I'm like,
and you can order from the kiosk, bro. Listen,
kiosk. Oh, on the inside.
On the inside, you have the real nice one.
I have not been inside of a restaurant in so long, unless it was an actual restaurant.
We're sliding to McDonald's. I don't even know you like that. First off, you gotta promote yourself into my pocket.
I feel like a lot of first dates were probably interesting during quarantine, right? Because like, what could you really do? Where could you go?
There was no dates. We were just meeting up at
hang
the
house,
out, wine, and then missionary, and then you go home.
Oh, why gotta be missionary?
Because
why gotta be boring? I mean, wouldn't it be more exciting? Because it's
that's just the effective.
But just the way you said it in that combo, like wine, missionary, go home.
I mean, I feel like it was pretty A to B. That's why.
It's just the way that it was ordered. But no, missionary is not bad. I mean, it's cool. Right. It's cool like all the rest, But I feel like I would think in quarantine there would be a lot more going on, than just missionary. You have the time. You have the time.
But you want to spend it on that person that you really don't care for.
Yeah.
Or you're already here, just want to get her done.
I went on a five guys date. I guess I'll call it a hangout because I feel like it was like.
So what is a date now?
I mean,
what constitutes a date?
Maybe it could. I mean, I guess it was technically a date, but for me, the reason why I call it a hangout is because, like I said, you couldn't really do much because it was quarantine. So it's just more like get food and chill in the car, which was nice. And I feel like also it was the first meeting, right? So I feel like, it was the first meeting off of, from a dating app. So I feel like that's why I wouldn't call it a date because it's like, I don't really know you yet, so I feel like it's just like a hangout to kind of test the waters. And then once we meet and I like you and you like me, then we can plan a date. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing for guys, it's always a date, but it's only a date because women. I don't care. It's only a date
because they have to pay. If there's money involved, they consider it a date.
Exactly. Y'all consider it a date. And here's the thing, it's really only a date for you. I don't require a date. We can't just hang out. That's fine. Go like link up. What is that? You goofy hoe.
Well, if he called it a hangout, that's what I'm gonna call it.
We're gonna hang out.
That's what I'm gonna call it.
You know my wife. I don't know you.
He called it a hangout.
And I got catfished, so yes, it's a hangout.
Well, I'm saying the guy called it a hangout. That's why I called it a hangout.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And I was prepared to pay for myself. And since he offered, I was like, sure. But I was prepared to pay for myself.
Because if you catfish, we're going Dutch. I'm asking for separate checks.
But how would you know? How you mean when you meet them and they don't
see you, or when I don't see you? I'm like, where's that girl at? Because you're not her.
That's not successful catfish, though. If I personally,
no, it like is. If they tricked you up until that point, which is why I FaceTime first and always. You know, FaceTime. Listen, I'll take the L and go.
I guess I don't know. I feel like we had a hangout, and then that was like the Five Guys thing, and then the next time we hung out was like a drink at the house thing because of quarantine. But I feel like that was more of a date because like I know you and I like you and you like me, and it's like more like we know each other, so we can call it a date now, I think.
So tell me this: what's the theory behind girls just fake gassing each other under their profiles? I never understood that. It means literally nothing.
Well, for me, I just think. I mean, thinking means a lot. I don't know. I
Just
think
like
it speaks.
fake gas.
I think it speaks to friendship. That's it.
Even the girls just looking effed up.
No, because I don't feel like your girl.
I've seen it.
Well, personally, for me, if my friend doesn't look cute, I'm not gonna gas it. I'm not. Okay. If it's an outfit that maybe I don't agree with, but I still think you look cute, I will gas it because like maybe I wouldn't wear it, but you rocking it, so I'm gonna gas that. But if I just don't think it looks good at all, I'm not gassing that.
It's funny to me.
I'm gonna just like what does your mom always say? If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So I would not say anything if I didn't think it was cute.
Women have incredibly high standards when it comes to men. When it comes to commenting on their friends' ugly photos, they have the lowest of standards.
I just
I'm like, if she's looking.
Maybe I don't have any friends with ugly pictures.
Best toe from flip, all bad and hard eyes. So when I slide in her DMs, now she feels entitled for some reason.
I'm not.
You're a 4.
Sounds like a personal story.
Listen, and a personal story that all men can relate to. On top of the catfish, when I was talking about earlier,
that's the same thing as ugly dudes. When you give them a chance, and they
you look
start
at
acting
ugly
up.
dudes. You don't see no gas under.
I'm not talking about
dudes,
that. I'm saying when you, as a girl, give an ugly guy a chance because you like him,
but he
for
has
his personality, and you date him, and then he starts acting a fool.
But at least you can base that on.
He starts acting a fool, like he said, feeling entitled. Why?
But at least you can base it on something. You
no,
just have
base it on what? No.
But your friend thought you were cute. She's not even a guy, and she's lying to you to make you feel better. Because you're going through a confidence.
I don't think that
guys do not play that type of game. Listen, bro, get in the gym, bro. Get the beard, get the taco meat cleaned up.
I feel like it's the same thing though as guys feeling entitled. I mean, you ain't really got the looks, but you want to be cheating out here, and your girl's like a 9.
Well,
you're like a 2.
Here's the thing.
Entitlement, same thing.
You had to find him somewhat attractive. This girl comes in entitled. This guy builds the entitlement over the course of the relationship. Either way, it's a reasonable base. So how does she come? How are you a 4 coming off entitled when I picked you out the gutter?
Well, you slid in my DMs still, though. That's the same thing. You said there's no proof. There's proof. You slid in my DMs. Yeah, so if I was a 4, you should never slid through.
Yeah, but I slid in for a different reason. I didn't slide in when it take you to Morton's. I slid in when it take you to McDonald's.
She has no way of knowing that. You slid in there.
I did. I said 2 for 3 or not.
So she felt entitled. I have no way of knowing what you came to my DMs for.
I did. I slid in with my whole little pickup line. You and me 2 for 3. Very simple. It gets the point across that you're a 4.
Where do they do a 2 for 3 at Mickey D's?
Yeah, Schmacky D. I'm telling you, they didn't change the whole game up. It's no more 1 for 1. No more $1 for one menu, one 2 for 3 item.
But then you don't get no fries with it.
Nah. And here's what I heard too: the small fry is equivalent to the medium fry by the sign.
They just put it in a different box.
Right now,
I've heard that.
It may be a little. The medium fry may contain a little more, but you're not paying for like a big difference.
You know what's not satisfying at all? It's slightly off topic, but speaking of fries, the fries at Chick-fil-A, the small is not enough. The medium is not enough.
Wait, like as in it doesn't taste good, or the portion you get is not satisfactory?
It's not
enough. Oh, it never is. That's how they get you.
And the fries are so big, it really turns out to be probably 4 in
and
there.
That's the cold part. I've been having to break my fries apart just to get more value.
Oh, yeah.
More volume out of the fries.
I still am not done with my nuggets, and the fries are gone.
Exactly. Everything else is a pretty hearty bite, but those nuggets be flying through.
How does that work?
And I don't know when. Maybe I just started going to Chick-fil-A. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And maybe I started going to Chick-fil-A recently, but have they always been skimpy with the chicken sauce?
No. In fact, they announced that they were having shortage or something. But no, you don't, because they sell that Chick-fil-A sauce by those bottles.
Made in America?
In Target.
Yeah, take that back, right?
Right. So if you were really having a shortage,
you
wouldn't be selling that.
We actually have 2 in the cabinet right now, actually.
Right. So if you're having a shortage, you wouldn't be selling that. So stop it.
I have no right to be mad because I have 2 fully stocked Chick-fil-A bottles of Chick-fil-A sauce in the cabinet right now. I
have a drawer full of Chick-fil-A sauces. I'm going to be honest with you. It's the package drawer like all Black families have.
Right.
But most of it is Chick-fil-A sauces.
Hispanic family have a seasoning drawer, I think.
Oh, really? Let's know in the comments or on IG if
where's your family seasoning drawer.
Right, if your family has the package drawer, the seasoning drawer. I mean, everyone has the seasoning cabinet, but
no, some people don't have a seasoning.
You gotta have a seasoning cabinet,
spice
rack, something.
Ew.
Well, anyhow, let us know if
you have just parsley and salt.
Let us know.
I wouldn't call parsley and salt a seasoning cabinet.
Well, let's just talk about the
They're like
package drawer.
condiments.
Yeah, so see, you have a condiment / package drawer.
But don't call it a seasoning.
If you just have salt and parsley, then we're not talking to you. We're talking about you have a package drawer.
Basco.
Take out packets and such. Also, every Black person has like hot sauce in their house.
Right, and soy sauce too, randomly.
Shout out to Crystal, my favorite hot sauce.
Yes, sir.
Louisiana, love.
Sponsor us.
Please sponsor us, because I'm in love.
Right.
I will advertise the F out of some Crystal's hot sauce. Absolutely.
Man, the cold part thinking back that time we went to Louisiana, we had gained. I literally lost 10 pounds in anticipation and then gained 15.
I too lost weight.
Man.
To prepare for that family trip.
And I was right back to normal. Like, you can even tell all that hard work. But listen, it was worth it because I ate guilt-free. Everything was fried. Everything was
I'm going out of town
boiled.
Next week.
Where to?
And I'm trying to Mexico, typical.
Girls trip?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
My cousin's bachelorette party. Shout out to you, girl. But yeah, her bachelorette weekend, and I too have lost 10 pounds to prepare for this trip. But I really don't want to gain it back,
Right,
but I'm like, I want to have a good trip though. And I'm a foodie and I have to eat,
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like people rather starve than like lose weight the hard way over the course of the year. You'd rather starve for these 2 months so I can fit into this dress or Mexico.
But I feel like it's not that you want that. I feel like it's just you're motivated, right? Like, I'm not motivated in January, but
right.
A month before the trip start looking like
full effect.
Yeah, it starts really looking. It's more pressing, because it's closer to.
Now that actually makes me think about a question I thought about. Why is it that a girl usually dresses better when she's going out with her girlfriends than she does when her and her dude hang out?
And guys do the same thing.
Guys do not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't.
I'm so tired of seeing the couple where the girl has on the heels, like party dress, looking fabulous, going out to dinner, and the dude just has on jeans.
But I'll tell you what, though.
I'll tell you jacket.
What. He started off like that.
A zip-up
women, the
cotton jacket.
Certain chicks did not start off. They start off with the dress,
a sweater,
and then went worse. This dude, you knew he was a basic, basic guy.
No.
I always with them. They always start off hot and dressing up to the T, and then it's a downward slope.
No, because I'll see like married couples. They have kids. The woman is still slaying. The dude has on hoodie.
But again, he started like that though.
Jeans, no.
He started like that. Most guys don't. I find it weird. It's either guys have like the dress or not. It's not like I'm gonna dress up and then downgrade. Girls be dressing up and they just slowly fall off the map. Next, you woke up to a land well.
Listen.
A year later.
But also, women have other things going on. Like, for one, our bodies naturally hold weight. For two, kids. There's just a lot of stuff going on.
Oh no, I said a year.
And on top of that, why is it like?
Why is it a bad?
Why is that a bad thing to wear? But yeah, I should just accept that you dress trash.
You don't have to date me. But the fact that you dated me means you accept it.
Because men.
So now the fact that I met you,
men don't show up to a date with jeans and a hoodie and a t-shirt unless it's a casual situation.
No, most dudes dress up. I mean, it depends on the t-shirt. Now, is that like a nice? If it's like a nicer fit,
right? But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're saying that they start off like that. No, they didn't. They start off dressing better than that, and then they end up in the t-shirt and hoodie.
Nah, most dudes.
Years down the line.
I'm not saying girls pull up to the day with heels either, but just you look better. And you know why I know you can do it? Because you got your friends. The same thing. Dudes who are, let's say, bummy for the sake of this conversation, they've been that way. And I know dudes go out and they still dress kind of bummy. They just take the hoodie off and wear the t-shirt, whatever t-shirt it is.
Well, see, why is it okay for them to slightly bum down?
It's not. It's again, you dated the guy knowing he started off like this.
Yeah, but you're saying that he's gonna just wear a nice t-shirt and stuff. I'm saying he's not wearing a nice t-shirt. He's just wearing a regular t-shirt, the wrinkled like anime shirt you got from the Anime Expo when you were in college 10 years ago. Wrinkled, dingy. And then she has on a whole like sling fit while pushing the 2 kids in the stroller. I have.
That's like 2 out of 10 women.
No.
Especially once the kids pop out, they're done. You're done.
No.
Unless she's a celebrity and has a lot of money. 2 out of 10 women I see that actually come back that cold, or unless they're young or something. But I don't see a lot of them come back. Not that it's a thing that anyone holds against them. You're a mom, dude. Like, But I'm talking about for the ones who don't have an excuse. Like I said, within a year you fall off the map. A year. Okay,
well, I have an answer as to why they dress up like better with their friends. Because y'all don't ever want to take pictures with us. And I know when I go with my friends, I'm gonna get cute pictures to post on social media. So I'm gonna dress to impress.
So she's cheating.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You know what they say?
I'm saying
girls aren't gonna cheat, but they
like
know
if I
who's
go out
got
with
next.
my dude or whatever, like you say he's gonna dress casual. We're not gonna like. It's just me and you. Like you probably don't want to take pictures with me anyway. You're gonna be like, why are we taking pictures? Let's just spend time together. Blah blah blah, which is very important. You should be spending more time on pictures than with your partner. But y'all don't be wanting to take no pictures. So then when I go with my friends, I want to take pictures.
To do anyway.
So I can post on my gram.
They do the one where it's like remember Wizard Kelly from Proud Family? That's how they take pictures of the dude.
No, but that's because
you couldn't see this man's face at all.
Dudes don't want to be on your Instagram. That's why. Let's be honest. Let's keep it real here. Dudes do not want to be posted on Instagram. So it's literally would just be like the arm,
or the
hat, the back of the head. That's y'all.
Wizard Kelly in this motherfucker.
That's y'all.
Now some guys do though. I see a lot of guys. Even today, I was looking at it. Give me hope for like the future of relationships. This guy and girl, I've been knowing them since like I knew the girl since like I don't know middle, and her and her dude are still together. You know, high school, middle school sweethearts. I'm like, nah, some dudes are cool with it. I knew they do too. He just had a kid with his girl. They do the whole thing, but they're more like deep in those. More like they got 2 kids going on.
I don't really know how I feel about posting on social media. I feel like at this point, if we're engaged and the wedding is in 2 months, that's when I'll start posting. Yeah,
I really feel like it depends on the person too. I feel like we're more private people anyway. But even with that being said, keeping social media on to a limited interaction, I feel like is always best.
Yeah, I think generally speaking, I say the engaged thing just because I feel like if I'm gonna be agreed to marry you, then I'll be okay with posting way before that point. But I just think, I'm private for 1. For 2, I just want to like see how things play out before I post. And then 3, I need people to know once I get married that like I am married, so you won't try to talk to me. So I'll post, that. But
those be the baddest chicks that are they popping out with a random pregnancy.
It's like, dang.
On every other holiday, they're on Instagram to post a family pic or maybe a summer pic. Those would be the baddest ones. Would be the most ducked off. I don't want to choose always on Instagram seeing lyrics to songs.
Right.
Has no job and she's
But see, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like I feel like I would post just so people know and will leave me alone. But I don't think I would post that much. I don't think I'll post my kids either. Like you don't need to really see my man like that. Exclusive. You can get one picture. You can get like the engagement picture, and that's it.
Now she's getting taken to more than McDonald's.
Yeah, I guess I just feel like for me, I think it's already a lot to hold up a relationship, and it takes a lot of work on both parts. So, on both sides. Right, so I think then you post on social media and you invite all these other people in to have commentary on your relationship.
Exactly. Right.
And not that you'll probably ever hear it because they're talking about your back, obviously. But I think for me it's just the energy, like right. Yeah, exactly. The energy I spend to post this, and now I'm sharing. It sounds like mystical, but to me it's like what we have in our relationship and that energy, now I'm putting that out into the world.
Yeah, and then you're
and then other people can like feed off that. Exactly. Or whatever.
It's like how they say this: be careful you tell people because you can't take it back. Now it's open to their feedback, and J. Cole talked about it in an Instagram post or some type of video, where that's why he likes social media, because now you're almost being controlled by the millions of opinions and ideas and by all these different people. Like the idea of even an influence on Instagram, they're influencing you to like something, invest in something, buy something. And there's millions of different influencers on Instagram. So think how steady your mind is with all these things grabbing at your attention or trying to get you to do. You really can't have your own opinion or be yourself, really. So that goes to a relationship. You can't really have your own relationship because you can think about, well, dang, he did this for her, or she did this for him. Or the relationship is like this, when it's really not. Everything's a facade anyway. So you just never solidified on what. Yeah. It's just you too. Like so you open it up for everyone else to come in and out with their different influences.
Yeah, then it's like relationships shouldn't have to face the pressure of social media. Like, I think it's a weird thing too. Like when I had my first breakup, it was just like, what do I like? Okay, I'm gonna take the pictures down. After a while when I feel ready.
Right.
But then it's like you have to deal with the pictures. It's like, okay, do I want to delete them altogether? Like, what do I want to do with them? Like, okay, how are people gonna know that I'm not with this person anymore?
Right.
It's just like you have the pressure of your public persona on top of trying to like deal with relationship stuff. Then you have the added pressure of having to like control your public persona, which is like, just people shouldn't have to deal with that, People shouldn't have to deal with that. And the flip side of that too, not just about you posting, but since we're on the topic of relationships and social media, is like relationships face a lot of pressure themselves from social media, right?
Yeah, and that could be a damaging factor.
Temptation, like all types of stuff, you know? And it's just like, back in the day, they didn't have that. Right. And it's so interesting to be living in a world where there's this whole other factor that never existed before.
Right, a whole different, like I said, a whole different pressure, a whole different temptation, a whole different factor. I do want to ask you before we jumped out of here, though. We're talking about, like you said, as soon as you post, or you probably already know the theory what I'm trying to get at, but as soon as you post somebody or change the number to a contact name or put the emoji on a person, they start tripping. I think when it comes to that theory, it goes back to what we said in the last episode, where it takes about 3-ish months, give or take, maybe 2 months, maybe 4 months, 5 months, for a person to kind of show who they really are in certain ways.
Yeah.
And I think around that time, it just so happens that that's when you get more comfortable with a person. You might post a picture, you might change the number to a name with an emoji, and it gets more solidified at the same time. You get more comfortable at the same time, but at the same time
with emoji,
name
plus emoji.
At the same time, they start, you start seeing the cracks in the arm, you start seeing the real them. At the same time, you get comfortable. It's almost like a coincidence type of thing.
Yeah. So your question is, do I believe in that?
Mm-hmm. Just because it matches up with what we said the last episode, where you're kind of showing your true them, but then you're also getting comfortable enough to
I think this is funny because the theory's been proven so many times that it's hard to say that's just coincidence,
right?
Even though it probably is. But I think at some point people are going to show their true colors, and
right when you get comfortable.
I think it's a coincidence that it happens to be right when you get comfortable. And I do think it's what you said. I think around the time you might feel comfortable with that is right around the time that those layers start peeling back anyway.
Right.
So wait for those layers to peel back. Maybe give it 2 more months. Then decide to...
Or
2 more months after you think you would want to. You
know
what I'm saying?
Or hell, you're talking about don't post and then just go through the real stages of a relationship.
Yeah, man.
Now changing names and number, that's different. But as far as posting, because I find that may hurt worse than name number.
The last situation I was in, I had told my sister the guy's name, and the whole time I've just been like, oh, homeboy, little boy, whatever. And I slipped up and said his name. And not that I was trying to hide it from her, but I just had never used his name before. I just, again, homeboy, old boy with her. So when I said it, she was like, wait, who's that person? And I was like, oh, yeah. I guess I never said his name to you. Well, anyway, that's old boy that I've been talking about all this time. And then literally the next week, maybe not even the next week, a few days, probably later, it was over. So I feel like I recently dealt with that,
Right.
So that's why I'm like, it might have a little truth to it. And granted, we were past the 3-month mark that you're talking about. So it's like, technically this shouldn't have been an issue according to the theory.
Well, we said give or
take. But it was.
But
it wasn't no give or take. It was way after 3 months.
Oh, way after.
It was months after 3 months. But
I mean, it's like you said too, there are internal and external factors. I think when we talk about this theory and it goes south after the name change or the IG post or whatever, I think more of those are internal factors about the person.
Yeah. But what's interesting though too is I've told other people his name, right?
Right.
But I just hadn't told her. But it's the curse still got me because there was still at least one person who didn't know the name. You know what I'm saying?
You should have told it. Now, the butterfly effect. Then you would have been walking down the aisle by now.
Right. Instead of
it'd be just little things.
Instead of dealing with this, right?
Me.
We'll be planning the wedding instead of
trying to figure out where the flowers are going to be arranged.
Right.
By now. Was it extra white or champagne off white? That's what you know by now.
No, I want a pure white dress. What's wrong with that?
Pure white.
What are you trying to say? I can't have that.
I could say you could become and this is a good thing, you'd be a bridezilla by now.
Oh yeah. Soon.
So I guess you have the right to be. Could be me though. I will support you though
I appreciate that, Just talk the man off the ledge. Just hand him a drink every couple months and be like,
the
wedding's almost here. Keep the feet warm. That's what alcohol comes in play.
Before we jump off, shout out to Taco Bell.
Shout out to Taco Bell.
For always
you want to sponsor us, let us know.
Please.
Always being there.
For always being there. Never giving up. The late night hours, study sessions, after work, after the gym, when life is hard.
The only laxative that feels as good going in as it does coming out.
Exactly. All right, y'all. That's been our time. Again, I am Black Scott.
I'm Love Jade.
And we are He Said.
She Said.
If you enjoyed the podcast, go ahead and subscribe, share.
And hey, follow us on Instagram. We are at He Said, She Said _PC. Again, that's at He Said, She Said _PC, where you can find episode updates, polls, and interact with our community. And hey, if you do participate in one of our polls, you might just become a part of our show.